Coming up on this program, we show you how to get connected. Find out how to choose an internet service provider. Discover the newest form of communication, electronic mail.
Ways down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, they're holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing, if you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a
Courtney is ready and willing. Oh my god, you guys, do you know what is exciting? I inadvertently made a perfect slushie with my Coca-Cola. Do you see this? You and I both know the perfection that is a spontaneously made slushie. Something must be right in the universe today, and it's true because look, there's Miracle Mama Cole and Owen gracing us with their presence. How are you doing? Been thinking about you lately. I think about all of you guys. Often. Seriously, I love this. It's obvious it was the original intention of a slushie. Like, when somebody made it, it melts in your mouth fucking faster than ice. Like, it's just like gone. But it's so satisfying. And Coke is the only flavor that I fuck with. But then, you know, to make it a slushie, I think they had to ice it up a bit more. This is, in fact, perfection. The perfect version in this cup right now. I wish I could share it with you guys. I would. Let's talk about the purple crowns in the room here. It looks like there was an update to what do I use? Streamlabs. Is it Streamlabs? It's Streamlabs. And it's showing me that now in the chat, which is interesting. So you get points by chatting, by sending super chats, I think by those two things. I am not sure that you get points just by being around, but you get points specifically from me just by being around. By the way, we've been doing points for a long time, YouTube daddy. Old hat. But whatever. We're fine with it. I have been... Chuck, you're funny. I have been working very hard today, recording a bunch of court. Billy, you haven't missed anything. You haven't missed a thing. I've just been chatting. It's only been 3 minutes. No, I made this inadvertently, Shane. What happened was, what often happens, I restrict my Coca-Cola intake because I'm not going to drink warm Coke. I have standards. So, I don't drink warm Coke, and so in order to restrict myself from drinking lots of Coke, I just put 1 or 2 in the fridge at a time in order to have them available. Ideally, I would put 1 in. When I take 1 out, I would replenish. Does anybody know that meme? Extra points if you do. Anyways, but I don't always. And so today I looked at the fridge and I realized, not a single Coca-Cola can in my Coca-Cola can area. So I put 2 in the fridge because it's a day off for me, and 1 in the freezer, but then I forgot about it. And you know, there's a dangerous line when you put a can of Coke in the freezer, a can of pop in the freezer, and I did not cross that line. It was approached. We approached the line, but we did not cross it. I do believe we were mere moments away from catastrophe. We've all had that. You leave a can of pop in the freezer. You just meant to leave it there for 10 minutes. And then all of a sudden, you hear a muffled explosion in your freezer and you realize, oh, it's been 4 hours. Oh, fuck. And then everything is covered in frozen pop. It's actually a nightmare, and it's happened to me multiple times. Anyways, let's watch some court. We're off to Texas. I love Texas. If you don't know, I've been to Texas many times. I have a picture of me standing out front of a jail in Texas at nighttime. And then I met a guy with no shoes that night. He had just got out of jail. Funny. Funny life. Funny life we live, isn't it? It's a funny life we live. There we go. So, there's Miss Nut. Huh, Miss Nut? Love the glasses today. Oh, I brought mine just to match you. Oh. Did
Morning, Miss Nut. You have a case ready already?
Oh, hold on. I only did... Okay. Most of today was done at regular speed because I was very on it. But I don't even know if I have headphones that have cords anymore. Ideally, I would like that to mimic her, but I don't know that I have it.
Yes, Your Honor. It's number 44.
Did I slow it down, or are they just talking slow right now? Like, I think I forgot to slow it. Did I slow it down?
All right, Keith, Mirage, and Mia Miles, please unmute and turn on your cameras.
Billy!
Miles, I'm waiting on you to turn on your camera.
Billy! The judge says thank you. The judge doesn't know it, but the judge and I thank you for your super chat. $5! We love you too. So much. So much. I feel bad for Miss Nut. She always has that look on her face. Like, I can't even quite do it. She frowns. I'm not a frowner. I'm not. You won't find me frowning in most situations. Mouth open, more likely. From talking.
Camera?
Yeah. Is it on?
Yes. You both swear the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Sir?
Yes, sir. Oh, I thought you was just asking her. I'm sorry.
I said both of you.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay. All right, Ms. Bogambi, you represent Mr. Mirage?
Yes, Your Honor, I am.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Nut, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. First thing is that this is the first setting and Miss Miles hasn't been personally served. I emailed her a copy of the petition to her email this morning. And I just asked the court to take judicial notice that she is present today.
So noted.
And then this is an acknowledgement of, there's an acknowledgement of paternity on this case. However, Mr. Mirage is requesting DNA testing. Miss Miles is in agreement to it. However, because of the acknowledgement of paternity, the state is not in agreement. And so we would just need a ruling on that issue, before proceeding any further today.
Ms. Mogambi, why do we are doing DNA if there's an acknowledged paternity?
Your Honor, my understanding from my client is that he was handed documents at the hospital. He really didn't understand. Nothing was explained to him. Above and beyond, he did not live with her. They did date. It's not very clear to me exactly how long they dated. Additionally, the child mom has allowed him limited contact with the child. Like, she does allow him to be around with her around, and she just has not given the child his last name either. And he understands that if this court was to order him to do the testing, and it turns out that he cannot be ruled out as a father, then of course those costs would be covered by him. So we are asking that you allow him the opportunity, just because they didn't live together. It was a short-term dating period. It's not very clear when. And he signed these papers, not really understanding the legal effect. I think they would just hand it to him as
Yeah, you know how it works is when somebody hands you paperwork to sign, you fucking read it. Dipshit. What kind of fucking excuse is that? Is that a joke?
opposed to just routine, I guess, hospital paperwork. The acknowledgement was in there. That's what we're asking.
Okay. Ms. Miles, how old is this child?
He is 1 year old.
Okay. And you agreed to DNA testing to be done?
Yes, sir. I agree.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Keith, if somebody gives you a paper to sign, you know you need to sign. You need to read it before you sign it. It's very important to read it. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse. Only because Ms. Miles is agreeing to DNA is really the only reason that I'm granting you DNA testing today. So, anytime that somebody gives you a paper to sign, especially if it's a legal document, you need to read it because it's very important. I don't have to give you DNA tests. All right. So since y'all agreed to it, I'll do a DNA test order. Ms. Nutt, what's your reset date?
August 4th, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. We'll reset to August 4th, 9 o'clock here on Zoom. The Attorney General's office will be reaching out to both of you to give you information about where to do your DNA testing in the next day or two. So look out for that. If you don't hear from us 2 weeks after today about where to go do your DNA testing, then give the Attorney General's office a call. Well, otherwise, go do your testing. You might not be at the same time or place. And then come back to court August 4th for our next court date, hopefully our final court date. All right.
And Your Honor,
Judge Aguilar,
Yes,
I'm so
ma'am.
sorry, Judge Aguilar. I've got, I'm going to be out of the office, but I have an associate that can maybe cover it. I don't know if that's okay. I just didn't want to, and it's on Zoom, but sometimes signals are hard wherever, if you're out of the office. So I don't want to have a situation. So I may have my associate cover it. Or if the court wants to give me another date too, I'll take that as well. I don't want to throw your docket off, Your Honor.
It's up to you. I just don't want to be here on August 4th and then be asking for a continuance. So if you
Can I
want to
get
change
another-
the date, we can change the date. That's not hard right now.
Okay.
Or if you think your associate can do it, that's fine too. It's up to you. Do you want a new
Judge,
date?
it may be better. Yeah, if I can get another date, Judge, that'll be great. Thank you.
Okay.
so we can do any Monday, Wednesday, Thursday around that time if you have an opening on your calendar, and it will be at 9 a.m.
Okay, I can definitely, yeah, I'm looking right now. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday? Okay.
Yes.
So how about August the,
I hate the fact that we're already booking into August and September.
August the 12th?
That is a Tuesday, and that's when we're in
Okay.
person.
MB, I missed you too. Hi, buddy. I was thinking about you just the other day, actually yesterday, last night. Discord link in the chat. It will be there very soon. It expires for safety, so we need a new one every few days. Otherwise, we'd have a link. Anyways, yeah. Thank you, MB. I appreciate that so much. Welcome. This being Texas, probably not your neck of the woods, because I know how Texas is. It's huge. It's huge. That's what she said.
Wednesday, okay. Then how about August the 14th?
Yes, I think that's a Thursday. That would work for this date.
Okay. All right, then we'll reset to August 14th, not the 4th. Y'all need to come back to that. It won't really matter one week or the other, as far as what we're gonna do. So, August 14th on Zoom. That'll be all we need to discuss today. Y'all are excused.
Oh, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to note for the record that Miss Miles stated she wants time to hire an attorney. I know we're doing a reset anyway, but just to let her know that if she does hire an attorney, to have them come back on August the 14th.
Okay, you understand that, Ms. Miles? You need to be ready on August 14th.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, then. Y'all are excused. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The other day, this court had
Okay.
a
Thank you, Your Honor. I just
51
wanted to get that one
cases.
out of the way. I think Mr. Williams will be doing the rest of the hearings. I don't know if they're ready yet or not, but
Mr. Williams is
no
a
problem. I
boss.
understand.
He's a boss. I love his style. He's one of my favorite OAGs. No offense, Miss Nutt. I appreciate you too, but you frown too much for me, and I try and imitate people, and it hurts my face. You should try smiling. It's easier. I know it's upsetting when people tell you to smile. People do that to me often. But I just remember it's because I'm beautiful. And so modest. On that note, there's Christopher. Yay! Hi, baby. I love you too. Thank you for the 2. What's gonna happen? How long will it take? Oh, a little bit. Don't you worry. This guy's so bored. Look! He's looking out the window. He's pondering life. What is he thinking about? What am I gonna
Nomás
have
me
for
dicen
lunch?
que después.
What, girl? You're not supposed to be talking. Judge don't like that. No, he don't like that. Let's skip forward in time. Look at him. He's just like, save me. Save me. No. But here's Mr. Williams to the rescue. To the rescue. Oh, I like your suit today, Mr. Williams. Is that paisley on your tie? No, is it? I can't tell. What is on his tie? What? Yeah, I'm talking to you. That's me talking to you. I bet you can hear me. I'm very loud. I think it is. I believe that's a paisley pattern tie. It may be an amoeba. I'm also an amoeba, I think. You know what's going to happen if I go forward? Mr. Williams, you got to tell the judge you're ready. The judge is not going to come unless you tell him. You understand? This judge don't fuck around. There we go. Okay, here we go. Ready for the show. Blur it out. We can see it, ma'am. What the fuck is that mess? Please note, cellulite yoga pants is lurking, making dinner. What's the second thing that I said? Judge?
To show that Mr.
What are we
Marquez can,
doing?
we have DNA test results. All parties have been served. DNA test results are also on file with the court to show that Mr. Marquez cannot be excluded. So I'll take judicial notice of the DNA test results. Go and proceed with your default, Mr. Williams.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. As already stated, we're here on a petition to establish the parent-child relationship. The mother was served September 28th. The NCP was served, or the alleged father was served September 27th, and presumed father was served November 13th. We have positive DNA results on file for the father in this case, and we'd like to proceed with the default. At this time, I would like to call the mother, Your Honor.
Yes.
Ms. Mendoza, can I get you to state your full name for the record?
Bianca Mendoza.
Thank you so much, Ms. Mendoza. And can you give me the names and ages of your children, please?
Valentine Perez, Michael Perez, and Xavier Marquez.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And now, who is the father of those children?
Miguel Perez is the father of Valentine Perez and Michael Perez, and Pedro Marquez is the father of Xavier Marquez.
We're only here about the child that's with Mr. Marquez, Mr. Mendoza. You're confusing us.
Yeah, I was just about to ask. We're here just about the for Marquez's
So
father.
who's the
Okay.
child that's the subject of this suit here with Mr. Marquez?
Xavier Marquez.
Okay. And then Mr. Williams' question was, who's the father of that child?
Pedro Marquez.
Okay, thank you. We're not talking
Okay.
about any other kids, okay? All right, go ahead, Mr. Williams.
Yes, sir. Y'all, this time, do you mind if I share my screen?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay.
I might mind. I might mind. No, Mr. King is 28. They have a lot of
Wait,
cases.
that's not what I'm trying to. There we go.
You be careful, bro.
Ma'am, can you see this document that is now on the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Is this your name, ma'am?
Yes.
Is this the child's name?
Yes.
And is this Mr. Marquez's name, the father, the one we want to establish as the father today?
Yes.
Okay. And do you recognize this to be the DNA test report from your case?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, I'd like to move to admit State's Exhibit A.
All right, State Exhibit A is submitted.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And the possibility of paternity here was 99.995%. Mr. Pedro Marquez is officially the father of your child. Is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you so much. And are you asking the court to establish him as the father of your child?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Your Honor, may I stop sharing my screen?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Now, as far as Mr. Marquez, ma'am, where is he currently?
Incarcerated?
And how long has he been incarcerated?
I have no idea.
Now, do you happen to know his release date?
No, I do not.
So the state believes his release date is going to be around April 24th, 2027. Since he's currently incarcerated, we can go ahead and move forward with ordering support. But we will ask that once he's released that you contact us and let us know so we can change the support to fit the scenario at that time. Do you understand, Ms. Mendoza?
Yes.
Now, in the past 2 years, has there been any family violence between yourself and the father?
No.
Are you requesting a non-disclosure of your address or phone number today?
No.
Now, who typically makes the decisions for the day-to-day decisions regarding children?
I do.
Is the father involved in any way with making those decisions?
No.
So are you requesting a sole managing conservatorship this morning?
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, there typically we will request a geographic restriction to Dallas and contiguous counties. Would you be in agreement or disagreement to remain in Dallas or contiguous county as a result of this order today?
Agreement.
Thank you so much. And as far as visitation, we won't necessarily address that today because he is incarcerated. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Now, what is the child's last name currently?
Marquez.
And would you like to change that name to the name of the father?
That is the name of the father.
He already has the same name. Is that correct, Ms.
Yes,
Mendoza?
sir. Yes.
Thank you for clarifying that. Just to make sure you want to keep that last name the same. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now I kind of want to talk. Now I want to talk to you about how the child is covered under health insurance. How is the child covered currently?
Medicaid.
Okay.
I was gonna say it with me now, it's Medicaid. But then Christopher said, hey, how come it says Mr. Christopher Enkelby on this one? Raw Dog Yogurt, thank you so much. Welcome, Cheshire Cat. Raw Dog Engelby, that's what the tax man calls me. Wouldn't that be funny? You can change your name to almost anything you want. I'm pretty sure they would let you do Raw Dog. I think. I don't know, though. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Lonnie is very smooth, MB. I'm not kidding. He bosses through these cases for us, where a lot of OAGs stumble. He really rises to the occasion. I know. Well, does Raw Dog, what does it mean to the youngsters? Doesn't it mean, like, unprotected at its base? like to, doesn't it? Like when you raw dog yogurt or cheese, that means you eat it without a spoon. You straight mouthing it. You're mouthing it without experience or without practice. Wrong. The kids are wrong. They're stupid. I'll try and drop it into conversation with my daughter tonight. I'll be like, well, I'll have to think of something.
And do you know if the father has any additional minor biological children that he is responsible for?
Yes.
How many does he have?
6.
6 other minor biological children?
Yes.
Okay. Now today, since he's incarcerated, we want to go ahead and set support.
If he's incarcerated, how is he finding so much time to have babies? Bill, tell me. Tell me, Bill. Tell me. Raw dog fee, $2. That's a toonie. Oh my god. We're raw dogging it when choosing the Pope. Ugh. Ugh.
Because there isn't any gross wages or net wages while he's incarcerated. Or unless, do you know if he has any income coming in while he's currently incarcerated? Do you know that?
No, I don't know.
Okay, so since we don't have the information, we want to go ahead and set child support at 0 and medical support at 0 until he's released, and then we can
Oh my god. Condom fund for the non-raw dogging. No, for the raw dogging. To prevent raw dogging. And Billy says 17 months I've been raw dogging around here. Christopher, thank you. Billy, you too. You guys haven't had Big Macs in 30 years? I probably have had like 7 Big Macs in my life. I'm not a Big Mac girl. Don't ask me about how many double cheeseburgers I've had. You don't want to know.
address those issues after that. Would you be in agreement or disagreement with setting support at 0 today?
Agreement.
Thank you so much. And are you currently requesting retroactive child support?
No.
Okay. And court costs are typically given to the non-custodial parent, but since he is being incarcerated, we're going to ask that those court costs be waived. Are you in agreement with that?
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell the court regarding your case?
No.
Thank you so much. Your Honor, this time I pass this witness.
Our default judgment granted as requested. The Attorney General's office will put that in writing for me to sign and make that the court order. You're done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Let's see.
He's always so abrupt with his endings. Do you think he's like that?
The state's rating on number 16 as well, Your Honor.
Okay.
Like, I'm finished. Get out.
All right, Devontae Hollins and Lyric Thomas, please unmute and turn on your cameras.
Oh my gosh, that is so sweet. Oh. Miracle Mama Cole says, Owen talks about you at least every other day. That is so, so adorable. I love him so much. I sleep with the stuffy you guys sent me. Maybe that's why we have such a connection. Oh, I miss you guys. Thank you, by the way, for your support.
Lyric Thomas, waiting on you to unmute and turn on your camera.
Guys, we have a Levanta, or sorry, a Cavanta and a Devonta on screen at once. What are the fucking odds of that? One of you math people calculate that shit for me. What is the odds of that? I've never seen either of those names in my life. Devonta and Cavanta. How is that possible? Carla. It's been a great month. We're so glad you're here. And B, I'm so glad you're laughing. This kind of shit just happens. It's like you couldn't write this. If you were writing a skit about crazy court and you're like, let's do it. Name them. But let's make the names really close to each other. Maybe just like one letter difference. Like, this is fucked. You wouldn't.
Make sure you're looking in the camera, Ms. Thomas. Do you both swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I can't see you, Ms. Thomas, or something in the way.
I'm sorry, I don't have on any clothes.
Put some
Okay,
clothes on.
Oh yeah, I forgot! She's naked! She's fucking naked! Oh, we have to watch it again. You guys, we have to watch it again. Look at his face! Ah! Oh my god! I gotta screenshot that. Because I'll never find it like that again. Hold on. Oh no, it's only... Oh well, I can do it here. Oh my god. And then NPC comes through sending the gift memberships. Amazing. Is Streamlabs gonna catch up? Look how fucking like over it he is. But I will say thank you. I will say thank you to NPC. 5 memberships. Look at that. And we got a Chase got one. Look at that. Oh shit. We got a Chase Midwest Girl US and Prissy Texas Tomboy. Lyric, what the fuck's happening? You going to court. What is that shot then? What is that shot? Like in her closet? Let's watch this again.
Make sure you're looking in the camera, Ms. Thomas. Do you both swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I can't see you, Ms. Thomas, or something in the way.
I'm sorry, I don't have on any clothes.
Put some
Yeah,
clothes on, bro. I'm at work.
We're in court, ma'am. You want a minute so we can skip you and move to another case and then come back so you can get dressed?
Hold on,
Nah,
just,
I'm at work.
I'm not asking you, Mr. Hollins.
hold on for a second.
What's that, Ms. Thomas?
Hold on for a second. Let me put on a robe.
She's zoomed into court. Why wouldn't you have put on a robe beforehand? I forgot I caught this. This should be a short. If I was a better YouTuber. I mean, I was naked while I was recording it, but I was at home. I wasn't expected to be in court until later. So much going on. All of it wrong. Hi, Adam.
I'm ready now.
I'm ready
Turn
now,
on your camera.
Judge. I'm wearing my robe.
Okay.
All right, do you both swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Mr. Hollins, you're on mute, and then I need your answer.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Williams, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're on a suit affecting the parent-child relationship. Before we begin, I'd like the court to take note that the mother, Lyric Thomas, was not served prior to today, but she is present in the courtroom and has been emailed a copy of the petition.
So noted.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're on a suit affecting the parent-child relationship, and we have a full agreement. At this time, I would like to read those agreements into the record.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Parties agree that valid acknowledgement of paternity was signed by Mr. Hollins for the children in today's case. 2 dependent children. Parties agree that Liam Hollins, born March 1st, 2018, and Devani Hollins, born October 2nd, 2019, are the children of the father. Parties agree there's been no family violence within the past 2 years. Neither party is requesting a non-disclosure. Parties agree the father does not have any other minor biological children. Parties agree to a joint managing conservatorship. Parties are in agreement for there to be no geographic restriction. As far as possession and access, parties agree to a standard possession order. As far as the father's wages, he's currently working full-time doing security with a gross monthly income of $3,467 and a net of $2,643. Parties agree that child support should be set at $661.
Oh, they were so close to 666. But Christopher, oh, you make me laugh. KCC baby, my love for you is like diarrhea. I just can't hold it back. That might be the most romantic thing said to me today. Thank you. Thank you so much, Christopher. That is glorious. I appreciate that so much. That's charming as shit. Also, this lady wasn't wearing clothes, but now he's gonna have to pay her $661, and he's at work working for it. That would be annoying, wouldn't it?
Beginning June 1st, 2025. Parties agreed that medical support should be set at $312 beginning June 1st, 2025. Parties agreed that the children are currently on state medical and would like to remain on state medical. Parties agreed to no retroactive child support, and parties agreed to court costs as billed. Those are the extent of the agreements. At this time, I'd like to call the parties to confirm those agreements, Your Honor.
Can you just still look in the camera? That's the whole reason why we have a camera here. All right, go ahead and call your first witness.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. I'd like to call the mother, ma'am. Can I get you to state your full name for the record?
Larry Thomas.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Did you and could you give me the names and ages of the children we're here for today?
Liam, March 1st, 2018, Devani, October 2nd, 2019.
And both of their last names is Hollins, is that correct?
Yes.
And thank you so much. Now, I know I said this was an agreement, but I still like to confirm. Has there been any family violence between yourself and the father in the past 2 years?
No.
Are you requesting a non-disclosure of your address or phone number from today's court order due to safety concerns?
No.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, as far as the previous agreements that I read into the record at the beginning, are those still your agreements this morning?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Do you believe those agreements are in the best interest of your children?
Yes.
And are you asking the court to accept those agreements?
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am. At this time, Your Honor, I'd like to pass this witness and call the father. Sir, can I get you to state your full name for the record?
Devontae Hollins.
Thank you so much, sir. And just to confirm once again, I know that you agreed to this, but I'd like to confirm it on the record. Has there been any family violence between yourself and the mother in the past 2 years?
No.
Are you requesting a non-disclosure of your address or phone number due to safety concerns this morning?
No.
Thank you so much. Now, as far as the agreements I previously read out into the record, are those still your agreements this morning, sir?
Yes.
Now, do you believe those agreements are in the best interest of your children?
Yes.
And are you asking the court to accept those agreements?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. At this time, I'd like to pass this witness as well.
All right, I will approve the agreement y'all have made today. The Attorney General's office will draft an order, then I'll sign off on it, and you'll get a copy by email. Make sure all payments are paid through the child support office. Any payments paid outside of the child support office do not count. You're done with court today. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Peace out, bros. Peace out. Look at Kavanta up there.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay. I believe the state is ready on number 28, Your Honor.
Oh, that's Kavanta. He knows his number. It's like standing at the deli. Number 28. Number 28. You got
Hey,
it,
how's it
order.
going? I haven't called anybody's name, so I don't know why y'all are talking.
Shut the fuck up.
Cavante King and Diamond Robinson, please unmute and turn on your cameras. All right, do you both swear the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Williams, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're here on a suit affecting the parent-child relationship, sir. There's a partial agreement. At this time, I would like to read those agreements into the record. Parties agree that there has been no family violence within the past 2 years. Neither party is requesting a non-disclosure of their address or phone number. The parties agree that Mr. King has one additional minor biological child outside the order that he's responsible for. Parties are in agreement to a joint managed conservatorship. Parties are in agreement to a standard possession order, and parties are also in agreement for there to be no retro order at this time. That is the extent of the agreements, Your Honor. At this time, I'd like to call the parties to shell out the rest of what's going on this morning.
Okay.
At this time, I'd like to call the mother. Ma'am, can I get you to state your full name for the record?
Yes, Diamond Robinson.
Thank you so much, Ms. Robinson. Now, can you give me the names and ages of the children we're here for today?
Yes, Devin King, and she's 6 months old.
Thank you so much. And for those children, the father signed an acknowledgement of paternity. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now I have to ask you this question, even though you agreed to it previously. I just want to confirm: has there been any family violence between yourself and the father in the past 2 years?
No.
Are you requesting a non-disclosure of your address or phone number out of fear or safety concerns from the father?
No.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'd like to move on to the agreed portions, the other agreed portions I previously read out. Are those agreed portions still your agreements this morning?
Yes.
Are you asking the court to accept those agreements?
Yes.
Do you believe those agreements are in the best interest of your children or child?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Robinson. Now I want to move on to the not agreed portions. As I see so far, it seems like the main disagreement between the two of you is going to be the medical support and the child support. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's start with the medical support. How is the child currently covered under medical?
She's covered under my insurance.
She's covered under your insurance, and how much are you paying per month for that?
Oh, and I was about to say it with me now, folks. Medicaid, but I was wrong. Nothing new. Nothing new. I didn't hear the baby's name, but I did hear mom's name is Diamond. Shine bright like a diamond.
Coverage.
About $92 for her portion.
Okay, about $92. Now, is it true that your request today is to keep her on your insurance?
Yes. She's been on my insurance since birth.
Okay, so have you been using the same doctors essentially and the same like prescriptions now that through your insurance so far? Is that correct?
Yes, and I also work in healthcare, so I have really good coverage.
Yes, ma'am, I understand that. So you're asking that that you being reimbursed for the monthly cost of the medical at $92 per month. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Jump at the
Now,
chance,
as far as
bro.
the child support amount,
Guess what? They're charging $312 right now for Medicaid. Jump at the fucking chance at her $92 good insurance, bro. Literally. Seriously, Casey Carey says I'm on the big screen. Did you see? I couldn't get out. I'm stuck in here. I hope you're well. My roommate's out too for another hour and a half. And then I'm gonna make a delicious dinner.
Calculated that the gross income for the father monthly is $4,879.33, and his net is $3,990.42. With that information, the state is requesting that child support be set at $698. Would you be in agreement or disagreement with that?
So pertaining to the child support and health insurance, we have had an agreement that he pays me $175 a week and I cover her insurance and everything else. And I mean, we've pretty much maintained that agreement since February. So that's what I'm requesting is $175 a week.
Okay. So you want him to reimburse you for the cost of medical at $92 per month, and you want him to pay you $175 a week for current child support. Is that correct?
No, I'm requesting for her to just be on my insurance and then just pay $175 a week for child support.
Right.
So I don't know how that would be figured.
Okay, just give me a second. Let me explain it to you, Ms. Robinson. If you were to carry the health insurance, we would be requesting that the father reimburse you for the cost of that. You told me previously you paid $92 per month. So we would be asking for a medical support amount of $92 per month from Mr. King to reimburse you for your costs. Would you be in agreement to that?
Yes.
And as far as the child support at $175 a week, that comes out to $758 monthly. That is $60 more than what the state is requesting child support to be set at. We're asking that it be set at $698. Is it your testimony today that you would like it to be set at $758 per month?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to tell the court regarding your case?
No.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I'm gonna go ahead and pass this witness, Your Honor, and call the father at this time. Mr. King, can I get you to state your full name for the record?
Yes, sir. Kevontae King.
Thank you so much, Mr. King. And now I did this with the mother. I want to do the same with you, sir. I know that you agreed that during the agreements I read out, there's been no family violence and no request for a non-disclosure. I want to confirm that. Has there been any family violence between yourself and the mother in the past 2 years?
No, sir.
Are you requesting a non-disclosure of your address or phone number due to safety concerns?
No, sir.
Thank you so much. Now, as far as those agreed portions, we're still going to talk about the disagree, but we're going to do that last. As far as what I read out as agreed to it before, are those still your agreements?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe those agreements are in the best interest of your children?
Yes, sir.
And are you asking the court to accept those agreements?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I want to move on to the disagreed portions, which are going to be the medical support and the child support, as I stated previously. The mother is currently carrying coverage at $92 per month through her employer. Would you be in agreement or disagreement for her to continue to carry that while you reimburse her at the $92 per month?
I disagree, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. King. Now, explain to the court why you disagree with that.
That's taken away from me when I do have her from providing like milk and all of that, clothing and everything. So it's just a little bit too steep. It's just best that I just add it to my insurance and it be what it is set as for the state.
Now, what does it cost? Thank you, sir. Have you already done the research for what it'll cost to add the child to your insurance?
Yes, sir. It would just only go up like $25.
So just for the coverage for the child, I just want to talk about the coverage for the child. How much is it going to cost to cover the child on your health insurance?
Not much at all. It's not $92 a month.
You are certain that it'll be less than $92 per month?
Yes, sir.
Now, with the coverage, thank you so much. Now, would the coverage be as much quality as the mother? You heard her testimony saying that she's in healthcare and has very good coverage, and they're using the same doctors and everything. Are you sure that your coverage will be able to fit the needs of the children as they are currently covered through the mother's insurance?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, as far as the child support, we used it we calculated your gross monthly income at $4,879.33, and that's a monthly net of $3,990.42. The state is requesting that child support be set at $698. Would you be in agreement or disagreement with that?
I agree to that.
So you are in agreement for the child support to be $698 per month?
Yes, sir.
Now, the mother was requesting that it be set at $758 per month. Would you be in agreement or disagreement with that?
I disagree. I can't afford it.
Yes, sir. I understand. So $698 is what you're in agreement for this morning. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, Ms. Robinson, we're going to continue with the hearing. Give me 1 second. Do you have anything else you would like to tell the court regarding your case, Mr. King?
No, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, Your Honor. This time I pass this witness as well.
All right. So the parts y'all agreed to, those are all fine. I guess y'all both thankfully have good insurance because most people I see every day don't have any insurance available. Both of your insurances are pretty reasonable as well as cost is concerned too. So
Yeah, no offense, but wouldn't it be advantageous to put her on both insurances? Here, you ideally put somebody on both insurances, and then they do both. Because we have private insurance too. Prescriptions aren't free. Certain things aren't free. But what I'm saying is, like, when both parents work, you put your kid on and then the insurance companies duke it out. I don't know how they do it. They have a system. There's fucking formulas and shit. Math geeks. That's who they have working for them. Math people. And psychopaths. No, allegedly.
make me have a tough answer here, but I think let's just leave it with mother. It's probably better that way.
Double dipping. It's not double dipping. One pays part of it and the other pays what's maybe uncovered by the first insurance. So that You pay for both. My brain's like, what?
For now, it's not a big difference either way between 92 and $25. That's really about the only thing. I guess it's kind of hard there, but y'all can always talk about that in the future. If that's something you'll want to do differently. Um, Mr. King, I want you to be sure because I really doubt that your insurance is $25. It's possible. I haven't heard of too many people having insurance less than about $100. Most people are paying $300 to $700 a month for premium. So it's possible, of course, anything's possible, but you may want to check and make sure that the doctors that the child is seeing now are also covered on that insurance, even if you don't enroll the child yet, and find out about copay. Sometimes people have what's called an indemnity plan, which kind of just prevents people from having large expenses like for a surgery, but they don't cover the day-to-day like checkups and stuff as much. You end up paying more out of pocket. I'm not sure what you have. So you can definitely research that and then y'all can talk on the insurance and maybe if we want to go with what's cheaper. I usually go with what's cheaper, but I want to make sure that it's right for the child as well. So for now, let's leave it with the mother. Medical support is $92 a month and child support is $698. There's nothing owed for the past, so this is all beginning next month. And all payments have to come through the child support office after next month, basically. So the Attorney General's office will put this all in writing. I will sign off on it and email you a copy. They were
Excuse me, Your Honor, before you release the parties, I should have done this previously, and I do apologize. Both parties are present in the courtroom. Neither has been served, but they have both been sent a copy of the petition,
Yeah.
Your Honor.
We're way past that.
Okay, yes, Your Honor. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate you.
Okay. All right, then. Y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Speaking of chronic.
Can I have a moment to look at my notes for the next one, Your Honor?
Yes, of course.
Yes,
Thank you.
Lonnie, you can. We'll talk about the joint that I'm smoking right now. It's not that big to me, but I guess some people see it and they say, oh my, me. No, seriously, it's not that big. Is it? I probably smoked too much weed, but that's okay. It's almost like eating vegetables every day through my lungs. I got over like 3 hours of this court today, and I got Luis's case. Actually, I think we have to go to that. Y'alls, we have to go to it, but it's an interpreter case. Should we do the one more? Why is dental insurance?
All right, Your Honor. Stage ready on number 13.
Here it sort of actually pays for your stuff, some of it. I rolled it on stream. It's probably 1.5 grams or a gram. It's 1.5 grams. This is the problem.
Teddy Hernandez and Monica
This is the problem. I buy an ounce of weed and I'm like, oh, that's like 28 joints. No, it's not. Ideally, it should be like 40 or 50 joints. But in reality, it's like not that many. We don't need to talk about it. We don't need to talk about it. We'll watch this case, no doubt.
Martinez, please unmute and turn on your cameras.
Hi, good morning.
Do you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're parked, Mr. Hernandez, correct?
Yes, I'm parked.
Okay. All right, Mr. Williams, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Parties agree.
Hold on, we have 2 Mr. Hernandez's on the screen. That might get confusing. We got Teddy and Luis, and this is Blueberry Dream. A cross between Blueberry Kush and Blue Dream. Meh. I'm on the lookout for some lamb's breath or lamb's bread. Weed? Ugh. 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 want it. I want. Paisley wants. What I should do is just figure out what the terpene breakdown is and then try and replicate it. It's not ideal, but it's probably the closest.
There has been no family violence within the past 2 years. Parties agree. Neither party is requesting a non-disclosure of their address. Parties agree that the children are currently covered under government medical insurance. Parties agree that the father does not have any additional minor biological children. As far as income, parties agree that the father gross monthly income is $5,416.67. Parties agree that his net income is $4,509.46. Parties agree that medical support should be set at $150 a month beginning June 1st, 2025. Parties agree that there is no request for retro. Parties are also in agreement for a joint managing conservatorship. Parties agree that the father is that they are to enjoy a standard possession order with the geographic restriction to Dallas and contiguous counties. Parties are also in agreement that court costs be billed to the father today. Those are the extent of the agreements here. At this time, I'd like to call the parties to flesh out the rest of what's going on with the case. At this time, I'd like to call the mother. Ma'am, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Monica Martinez.
Thank you so much, Ms. Martinez. Could you give me the names and ages of the children we're here for today?
I have Amaris Hernandez, age 10, Alina Hernandez, age 9.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I said that you agreed to this previously, but I want to confirm there's been no family violence between yourself and the father in the past 2 years. Is that correct?
Correct.
So you don't have any fear or safety concerns with having your address or phone number in today's court order. Is that correct?
Correct.
Now, as far as the other things that you agreed to, are those still your agreements this morning?
Yes, sir.
Are you asking the court to accept those agreements?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe those agreements are in the best interest of your children?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I want to move on to the contested issue, which is the actual amount we're trying to set for child support. We calculated that the father's monthly gross income is $5,416.67, and his net income is $4,509.46. Using the standard calculations for the guideline percentage for 2 children, the state is asking that child support be set at $1,090 per month. Would you be in agreement or disagreement with that?
Agreement.
So you agree that child support should be set at $1,090 per month beginning June 1st, 2025?
I mean, I can agree with the 1,000, but we also had an agreement of 700 if it's approved today.
Okay, now as far as the agreement that the two of you have together, you understand that the state is also a party and we would have to be in agreement as well. Do you understand
Correct.
that?
Correct.
So the state is requesting $1,090 per month, but you don't have to agree to that if you don't want to. Are you saying you rather agree to the 700, or are you saying today you've changed your mind to the $1,090? This is what you would like for child support.
I agree to the 700.
Okay, so you do agree to 700. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the court regarding your case?
No, thanks.
Okay. Thank you so much, Your Honor. At this time, I'd like to pass this witness and call the father. Mr. Hernandez, can I get you to state your full name for the record?
Teddy Hernandez.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hernandez. Now, I know you agreed to this previously. Well, I read these into the agreements, but I'd like to confirm. Has there been any family violence between yourself and the mother in the past 2 years?
Never.
Do you have any fear or safety concerns with having your address or phone number listed in today's court order?
No.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, as far as those agreements that I read out previously into the record, did you hear those agreements?
Yes.
Are those still your agreements this morning?
Yes, sir.
And do you believe those agreements are in the best interest of your children?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, as far as the child support, there's a disagreement here, not between yourselves, but between the state and yourselves. The state is asking that child support be set at $1,090 beginning June 1st, 2025. Do you understand that, Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, sir.
But you and the mother.
Well, what do we think that they should do in this case? The judge is going to make a decision quickly, so we're going to talk about it for a moment before they finish up. This judge is like the gangbang lady who did like 1,000 guys in a day or something like that. Oh my God, Beverly, I mentioned gangbangs and you send $1? I'm kidding. I love you so much. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. I appreciate it. It has nothing to do with the gangbangs. But that's what I like. This judge is like, because he's just like in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, bam, wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. She did. She did, Adam. She did. Anyways, what do we think the judge is going to do here? Will he go with their $700 agreement that both of them want, or will he say, tough shit, pay her $1,000, and if you don't want it, give it back? Raises eyebrows incredulously. Raises eyebrows incredulously. I don't want to answer because I've probably heard it already. Sometimes he goes with the agreements and sometimes he doesn't. He is a man of the moment. I will say that about the judge. A man of the moment. He often follows a path, but depending on how aggravated you get him, he can be all over the place. I've also seen him take extended time before and work really hard with people to help. So, yeah, Moody Maurice. I love him. Listen, you guys, in almost any job, dealing with 50 of whatever you're supposed to do is a lot. Seriously. If you just break it down into what you're supposed to do for a day, so like cases or putting boxes away or putting, products on the shelf or whatever, 50 is a fucking lot. Okay? So presiding over 50 cases in a day, that's a lot. That's not, that is not every judge. There are some judges that we see that are willy-nilly. They hear a case a week. Their dockets are full of bull.
Have agreed for it to be $700. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So are you asking the court to set support at $700 today?
If possible.
Okay. Now you do understand that we calculated that $1,090 based on your net income and in the percentage for two children of 25%, which is the guideline support amount. If we go against the guideline support amount, it affects how we can review your case within the next 3 years. But as far as if we were to go against guidelines, that may be a condition. Would you still be in agreement knowing that we may not be able to adjust within the next 3 years if something else pops up? Would you still be in agreement to go against guidelines at $700 a month?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Your Honor, I have no further questions for this party, but I would like to briefly recall the mother, if you don't mind, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Martinez, just as I explained to Mr. Hernandez, you do understand that by going against guidelines and asking for $700 as opposed to $1,090, that you're losing eligibility for us to have a 3-year review to come back and review your case. Would you still be in agreement knowing that we won't be able to review again for the next 3 years or unless there's a material and substantial change? Would you still be in agreement?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your Honor, at this time, I'd like to pass this witness.
All right, the parts y'all agreed to are fine. I'm gonna set support at $700 a month since y'all agreed to that. It's not going to be changed. If you change your mind tomorrow, you want to go back to the larger number, that's not going to be changed. So we try to put everything we can into this order, not just, I mean, if you have side agreements that are different than that, those are not a part of this court order. So it'll just be $700 a month is what's been ordered to be paid. All right. The
One
Attorney General's
question.
office will put that in writing, and the Attorney General's office will email you that after I sign it. What do you have as a question, Mr. Hernandez?
So the 700, is that including the insurance as well, right?
No.
Or okay,
No.
insurance is separate from that. Okay.
All right. Y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Yikes.
One moment, Your Honor.
Oh, is he naked under there? I mean, Chuck made a good point. We are all naked under our clothing. We're
Okay.
all
State's ready on number 42, Your Honor.
I clicked the wrong button. I'm not offline. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
All right, Richard Morrison and Madison Raymond, please unmute and turn on your cameras. How do you both swear the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Oh my god, I thought she was wearing a fascinator to court. I thought she's wearing a large hat with a fascinator part on the side, but I believe that that is on the wall above her. That we're seeing two different things. Her hair in one, and then the wall-mounted item in the other, but for a moment my mind has just seen her as if she's going to the Kentucky Derby, off to the races, as they would say. How do you get a crown? I think YouTube Daddy Cat. I don't know. MB, it's not very clear. I don't understand it, but they will demand it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, Mr.
Thank you, Your
Williamson.
Honor. Yes, sir, Your Honor. We're here on a petition to establish the parent-child relationship. At this time, I'd like the court to take. No, I'm sorry. Both parties have already been served. There's essentially almost a full agreement. The only disagreement is going to be on the retro, Your Honor. At this time, I'd like to read the agreements into the record. Parties agree that neither party is requesting DNA this morning. Parties agree that the father, that Mr. Morrison should be established as the father of dependent child, Malaya Raymond. Parties agree there's been no family violence and neither is requesting a non-disclosure of the address or phone number from today's court order. Parties are in agreement for a joint managing conservatorship with the mother having the ability to designate the primary residence of the child within Dallas and contiguous counties. Parties are in agreement for a standard possession order. Parties agree the child is currently covered under state medical. Parties agree that the father is currently unemployed. So the state used the minimum wage calculation to set support this morning. Parties agree that the gross monthly income for the father is $1,256.67. Parties agree the net for the father is $1,148.87. Parties agree that the father has 9 other children, all minor, all biological, with 3 of the 9 children currently living with him.
9 other children. He has 10 children. MB, that was a one-time accident from Cellulite Yoga Pants. We don't time you out for talking too much, you little bitch. Ah, fuck, I love you. Did they just say 9 kids? Oh, I should have led with that. 9 fucking kids, and he's wearing that hat. Oh my god. Can you imagine? No, wait, 10 kids. 10 kids! Ma'am, what percentage of his income goes towards child support? Ideally, I think it was 100%? 150%?
$1,148.87. Parties agree that the father has 9 other children, all minor, all biological, with 3 of the 9 children currently living with him. Parties agree that medical support should be set at $11 per month and child support set at $147 per month, with both starting June 1st, 2025. Parties agreed that no retro should be ordered on the medical support or the dental support. The main disagreement this morning is going to just be on the general retro child support, Your Honor. Those are the extent of the agreements this morning. At this time, I'd like to call the parties to confirm.
Go ahead.
At this time, I'd like to call the mother. Excuse me. Ms. Raymond, can you just state your full name for the record?
Madison Raymond.
Thank you so much, Ms. Raymond. Can you give me the names and ages of the child or children we're here for today?
Malia Raymond, and she 3.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I know that I read this as an agreement, but I like to confirm. And additionally, has there been any family violence between yourself and the father in the past 2 years?
No, sir.
And are you requesting a non-disclosure of your address or phone number from today's court order?
No, sir.
Thank you so much. Now, as far as the parts that y'all agreed to, just what I initially read out into the record, are those still your agreements this morning?
Yes.
Are you asking the court to accept those agreements?
Yes.
And do you believe those agreements are in the best interests of your child, Malia?
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, I'd like to move on to the contested part, the part you don't agree to. That's going to be the retro child support. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, have you and the father ever lived together?
No.
So in the past 4 years, you and him have not lived together. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And the child was born January 29, 2022. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, over the course of the past 4 years, was the father incarcerated?
Yes.
About how long do you think he was incarcerated?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
So the state calculated retro child support for 36 months to give credit for the time that the father was incarcerated as well. And we set that at $147 per month. So the judgment would be $5,292. And we would ask that the father pay that back at $77 per month beginning June 1st, 2025. Would you be in agreement or disagreement with that?
I'm in agreement.
Okay. Now, is there anything else you would like to tell the court about your case?
No.
Thank you so much, Ms. Raymond. At this time, I pass this witness, and I'd like to call the father. Mr. Morrison, good morning. Can I get you to state your full name for the record?
Richard Morrison.
Thank you so much, Mr. Morrison. Now, as far as those agreements, not the parts you disagree to, the retro, but as far as the agreements, did you hear those that I read out into the record previously?
Yeah.
Are those still your agreements this morning?
Yeah.
Do you believe those agreements are in the best interest of your child, Malia?
Yeah.
And are you asking the court to accept those agreements?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Morrison. Now, I want to move on to the parts that you didn't agree to, which is essentially the retro child support. Just want to confirm, you and the mother never lived together over the life of the child. Is that correct?
No.
And the child was born January 29, 2022. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, the mother says, we have reason to believe that you were incarcerated for 5 months out of the time between the birth of the child and today's date. Is that correct?
Is that yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And you believe that your incarceration should play a part in how much your retro should actually be today?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir. Now, we calculated retro for 36 months at $147 per month, which brought the total to $5,292. And the state would request that you pay that back at $77 per month beginning June 1st, 2025. Would you be in agreement or disagreement with that?
Disagreement, because right now I don't have a job. I'm on restriction right now, like house arrest. So I don't see how I'm gonna be able to pay it.
So so you don't disagree that you owe the retro. You just disagree pay it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you see yourself finding a job here in the next few months, or have you heard of a program we have called Choices?
The lady that I spoke, no, I haven't, but the lady that I spoke with, she said, y'all do help with jobs, but it's in Dallas.
Oh, what county do you reside in, sir?
I'm in Tarrant County.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
Tarrant County is where it says it's your first super on a live stream. I find that so hard to believe, Mikey. Why isn't it showing up? I see it. I appreciate it. Do. Thank you. Do you believe this guy has 10 kids? This guy has 10 kids. Can you buy your way to the top? I don't know. Was King Edward at the top of yours today? That should tell us the answer.
The Choices program is for Dallas residents. I do apologize. I didn't mean to set that up for you. But as far as the retro, you're in disagreement, not because of what we calculated, but because you don't think you have a way to pay that. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell the court about your case, Mr. Morrison?
I don't want to speak on it.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. At this time, I pass this witness as well, Your Honor.
All right. The parts you agreed to, those are all fine. We're doing a retroactive judgment of $5,292. I'm going to lower the payment to $50 a month instead of $77 a month. Obviously, you got to get to work and
$50 a month is that? That's literally only 10 times, or no, 5 times. Oh my God, I'm bad at math. 5 times what Mikey just sent in a super sticker. This guy has to scrounge together for one of his 10 kids. 10 children under the age of 18, plus he was incarcerated. That's insane to me. That is insane. What is it? What does the community say now? It says, I don't understand what it calculates, to be honest. I think it'll take some time. I think it'll take some time to figure it out. More time than it took this guy to create. Probably like 3 kids. I bet he has a year where he had like 3 kids born in the same year. Right? Courtney, say it with me. Adopt them out.
clear so you can work full time. Sounds like you have a lot of mouths to feed. So, got to get on that. And that way, when you get a job, you need to report to the Attorney General's office where you're working so they can take it out of your check. Court costs is billed. The Attorney General's office will put that all in a court order, and I will sign off on that. They'll email you a copy. You're done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
No wonder she's wearing a fascinator to court with that stud. What is that, Judge? Is that
One
like
moment,
an
Your Honor.
aquarium cup? Like a cup that you get from an aquarium or a museum? Where like it's plastic? What in the fuck is that? GZS, is that an S? SACD 7Q1HNLWMY7LWP. That's actually like a curse by accident, I just said. Whoops. That's his Jedi name. What is going on? Mr. Williams is like prepared, but he needs to download each case first. He's like an AI robot, but the Texas version, and they've improved on the interface. But you see, he always says thank you to the people. That doesn't shock me. Everything at airports is expensive, MB. I bring Lunchables on the plane with me now, like a child. And I'm so happy.
State's ready on number 19, Your Honor, but it looks like we're just going to do a service on the record for Ms. Hoops.
Okay. All right. Just a second. All right, Tammy Hoops and Ollie Hoops, please unmute and turn on your camera. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth?
Tammy Hoops, Ollie Hoops, Whoopsie Whoops, Doopsie Doops. Doesn't that sound like a children's song? Why are you skipping over this?
All right, Tammy Hoops and Ollie Hoops, please unmute and turn on your camera. Or do you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court notes that Ms. Hoops is present. The state emailed her a copy of the petition today.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Ms. Hoops is present, and we did email her a copy of the state's petition. Just want to confirm, Your Honor, there is service on Odyssey, but we weren't allowed to open it, so we couldn't confirm it. So just to be safe, we want to go ahead and proceed with that service on the record this morning and have a reset for. No, that's the short reset date. We need the long reset date. August 4th, 2025.
All right, Ms. Hoops, your case is reset to August 4th, 2025 at 9 o'clock here on Zoom. You're done with court for today. You can press leave to exit out. Thank you.
He's out. There was a lady earlier, Mikey, that was not wearing any clothes. The judge asked if she was on the camera, and she said, "I'm not wearing any clothes." And then said, "Fine, I'll put on."
I wanted to do number 6, Your Honor, but the interpreter isn't here just yet.
Okay.
So can we go ahead and go with number 15 for now?
Yes, of course. You're picking, sir.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh,
All right, Drew Hoffman and Shakina Horton, please unmute and turn on your cameras.
Yes, sir.
All right, do both of you swear the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Williams, go ahead.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. We are here on give me one moment, Your Honor. Number 15. We're on an original petition between the two parties that were previously married and there are children involved. The state would like to proceed with a partial agreement. At this time, I would like to call the mother. Ma'am, can I get you to state your full name for the record?
Shakina Horton.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, Ms. Horton, has there been any family violence between yourself and the father in the past 2 years?
No.
Are you requesting a non-disclosure of your address or phone number from
No.
safety concerns? No?
No.
Okay.
He hasn't.
Okay. I'm sorry. Give me one moment. No family violence, non-disclosure.
He froze in real life, but I felt like it was on the video. He was like, I was like, oh shit, it's
Now,
frozen.
the father doesn't have any other minor biological children. Is that correct?
That is correct.
I'm sorry,
Yes,
Mr. Hoffman.
sir.
Now.
Correct.
Thank you so much, ma'am. The state believes that the...
Hold on. Did he just grab his beard in response to being told to shut up? Hold on.
That is correct.
I'm sorry,
Yes,
Mr. Hoffman.
sir.
Now.
Correct.
Thank you so much, ma'am. The state believes that the... No other amount of the state, you're not requesting any retro child support. Is that correct, ma'am?
Correct.
And you are in agreement for there to be standard visitation between the father and the child or children. Is that correct?
Yes.
And the father is currently working. Is that correct?
Yes.
And where does he work?
Kroger Logistics.
Thank you so much. Now, the state has reason to believe that the father's gross monthly income is $7,113.99. Would you be in agreement or disagreement that that is his gross income? Or do you have a reason to doubt that that's his gross income?
I don't have a reason to doubt it, but I don't know specifics.
Okay, thank you so much. And the net income based on that gross is going to be $5,478.53, ma'am. Okay.
Okay.
How are the children currently covered under health insurance?
He covers her.
Okay. And do you know about how much he may be paying monthly for that?
I do not know, about $400 or so. Maybe a little over.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Now, based on the gross monthly, the net income I told you of $5,478.53, the state is requesting that child support be set at $1,096 per month. Would you be in agreement or disagreement with that?
And that's based on the standard?
The child support is based on the guideline support amount. So the guideline supports is based on how many children you have in the case, outside the case, things of that nature. But based on that percentage, we're asking that it be set at $1,096 per month. And that's current child support. Would you be in agreement or disagreement to that?
Well, he's in disagreement. She said that's what he was giving me anyway, so I agreed to it.
Okay, Ms. Horton, you understand that
he's gonna testify later. I don't need you to tell me what he's gonna tell me. Okay, we're having a contested
Oh,
hearing.
no. I was saying I was telling
so the question
I told the lady that
stop talking while I'm talking. Trying to clarify for you. The question is, what do you want, not what he wants. So the question, Mr. Williams, do you agree to $1,096?
Yes.
Okay. And court costs are typically billed to the non-custodial parent, so that would be Mr. Hoffman. Would you be in agreement or disagreement for court costs to be billed to him today?
No, it doesn't have to be all billed to him, no.
So you would prefer the court costs be billed to you?
Oh, no, I'm in agreement. It can be billed to him.
Okay, just making sure. We got to make sure somebody pays the court costs, Ms. Horton. That's all
Right.
I wanted to confirm. Now, there seems to be some further disagreements as far as the conservatorship. Could you tell me who makes the day-to-day decisions regarding you and the children or the child?
I do. I make the decision and
Who makes the decisions regarding her? Probably her. I would hope. I don't know. Sometimes you get into these like codependent situations where other people make the decisions for you, but she's an adult, so she should make her own decisions. $1,096 is a lot of money in certain parts of Texas.
we discussed, so I don't mind that it's joint.
Oh, so you are in agreement for this to be a joint managed conservatorship. Is that correct?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. And just to confirm, you were not served, but you are present this morning and have been emailed a copy of the petition. Is that correct?
Yes.
Can we get the court to take judicial notice of that, Judge Aguilar?
So notice.
Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to pass this witness, Your Honor.
All right, call your next witness.
At this time, I'd like to call the father in today's case, Mr. Hoffman. Can I get you to state your full name for the record?
Drew Hoffman.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hoffman. Did you hear? So, as far as the family violence between you and the mother, has there been any family violence in the past 2 years?
No, sir.
Are you requesting a non-disclosure of your address or phone number?
No, sir.
And are you okay with the mother not having a geographical restriction to Dallas or contiguous counties?
I'm okay with that.
Now, is it correct you have no other minor children as well?
I do not.
Thank you so much. And you both are in agreement that there'll be no retro order today. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And you're in agreement with standard visitation between yourself and the child. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, you heard the testimony regarding that you work for Kroger. Is that still correct?
That is correct.
Now, did we get your gross income and net income correct as well? The gross was $7,113.99, and the net was $5,478.53.
That's not correct.
Okay, so
after my gross monthly comes out to be about $6,600. After taxes, I bring home about $4,500 a month.
So you do understand that these wages are reported by your employer, sir? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, but you still are you disagree that those numbers are correct? Your employer reported them incorrectly. That's your testimony.
The numbers they're reporting are correct, but on my check stubs of gross is only $6,600, and after taxes, I only bring home $4,500 a month.
Okay, now when they reported this income, they could have added some overtime. Are you working any overtime, Mr. Hoffman?
I'm on salary.
You're on salary, so there is no time and a half, no bonuses or anything like that?
I get a bonus every March, but it's not much, but yeah, I do get a bonus when we get one. Yes.
Okay, so now you do understand that bonus still counts as income, so it could have been used to raise you up a little bit more than what you believe you get. You do understand that, Mr. Hoffman?
That makes sense then. Yeah.
Okay.
That
Just
is
want to make
correct.
sure. And the children are currently covered through your health insurance, right?
Yes, sir.
And it's health and dental, is that correct?
And vision, yes.
And vision. So is that as far as what's being ordered today, we'll only be talking about medical and dental, though. You understand that, Mr. Hoffman?
Yes, sir. I understand.
And it's costing you roughly $225 per month. Is that correct?
Yes, for the child. Yes.
Okay. Would you be in agreement to continue to carry it at that amount?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Now, I want to talk about, initially it seemed like there was some disagreement on the conservatorship piece, but it seems like there's some agreement now. The mother would be fine with you having a joint managed conservatorship. Would you be in agreement or disagreement with a joint managed conservatorship?
I would agree with that.
Thank you so much. Now, the only main thing left I think we need to discuss is going to be the child support, sir. Based on the income that we had reported by your employer, we calculated your child support should be $1,096 per month beginning June 1st, 2025. Would you be in agreement or disagreement with that?
I guess my only, I can speak on this, right?
Yes or no first, and then then we can elaborate. Yeah, do you agree first, and then I'll ask you some more questions?
No, I don't agree with that.
Okay, and now could you explain to us why you disagree with that amount, sir?
With the way things have been going before this hearing and everything, with the amount that I've actually been paying as far as the daycare, the insurance, and then giving the mother for the last 2 months, it might be 3 months, extra on top of the other things, it comes out to be more than this. I mean, and I'll agree to this as far as the other stuff that I've been doing as far as the extra. Like if I'm going to be put on child support, I just need the mother to understand that a lot of the extra, I mean, that coming out, there's not going to be a lot extra help as far as the household support that I've been sending.
Okay, now, Mr. Hoffman, you do understand that you are not required to pay over your monthly obligation. That is a choice that you can make, and it's not, we don't force you to do anything above what you're ordered. If you choose to, it's considered a gift or something for the children, but you don't have to give anything more than what you're ordered to pay. Does that change whether or not you disagree or agree with the amount that's stated?
I agree with the amount.
So you're willing to agree to the 1,096 under the guise that you won't continue that you have other things that you're going to do outside of that, but you're going to go ahead and pay the 1,096 per month. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell the court about your case today, Mr. Hoffman?
No, sir.
Thank you, sir. At this time, I'd like to, and one more thing, Mr. Hoffman, court costs are typically billed to the non-custodial parent. You are the non-custodial in today's case. Would you be in agreement to pay court costs this morning?
I sure will.
Thank you so much. Your Honor, I pass this witness as well.
All right, looks like y'all agreed to almost everything here.
Aw, he even agreed to pay the court costs. Hi, Mac. Hi, Okie. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing good. So Mom wants more. Did you see her shaking her head when they were talking about giving her less? She didn't like that. She didn't like that one bit. No, 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 no. But what will the judge rule? Whatever he does, he'll do it fucking quickly. That's what we know about this judge.
So I'm approving the agreement. Child support is going to be $1,096. Anything in addition to that, that's up to you. If you want to, you're not obligated legally to pay anything more. That's up to you if you want to do more than that. But at least this portion has to be paid. Make sure that the mother has any new or updated insurance cards for the future. And court calls bill to Mr. Hoffman. The Attorney General's office will draft an order with all this in the court order for me to sign. They will email you a copy. You are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Also, the point system is not my own. We've implemented
one moment,
the
Your
system
Honor.
for a while.
Yes, sir.
Victoria B's here. Hello, no problem. Lonnie, take yourself a minute. I really want to watch the case with Artis McCray III. Number 36. Can we skip to number 36, Lonnie? Please. Also, Mac, we don't really understand how donos affect it. I know that they affect me positively. That's terrible. But I don't know if you can buy your way to the top or if you can't. Also, I'm drinking a fresh pop. Yeah, and YouTube didn't even email me about that new system. I'm sure they told me somewhere, but I don't know where. And it's not even a Streamlabs thing. It's like YouTube integrated. It's integrated.
The father side.
What are we having here? We want 36. 36, 36. Oh, yeah, 36, where she's lying down. She's lying down. She's lying down. That'll be our last case.
You should come over. We have another case as well that needs to be.
Well, no, Judge. I just said it's the last case.
No, it would be better if we could just
That's
wait.
what I think so,
It
too.
shouldn't be too
Okay.
long, hopefully.
Okay, thank you.
We share a translator with 2 other courts, so
Yeah, deal with it.
depending on the day, hopefully they won't be here too long.
Understandable.
Okay, let me pass y'all to later on then.
This will be the next and last case. It is a good one.
So number 8 and number 6 are Spanish. I'll keep note of that, Your Honor. Sorry about that.
That would be 6 and 8. 6 and 8.
We can do number 36, Your Honor.
36. That's how old I was last year. Cellulite yoga pants 18 months ago. Yes, I was 36. Probably wasn't No, I can't do math. But I appreciate all your support. Love you. Seriously, this case is pretty good, and it will finish us off for the night. You guys are making me laugh. Oh, that's tough, Wahoo.
Artists McCrae and Kyrie Andrews, please unmute and turn on your cameras.
Artist McCrae
Yes,
the
sir.
third. Yes, okay.
My
Me, you,
camera
and
said it was
Courtney are all
disabled
born in
by the host.
1988.
Okay, let me see if I can give you permission. Try again.
Okay. Here
All
I
right.
am.
Do you both swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and I think Ms. Andrews, you had a surgery or something, you can't sit up today?
Correct. I had a full hysterectomy on Friday.
Okay. All right.
Well, I didn't hear that part. I feel a bit of a dick now, don't I? Or like a cunt. Or a vintage uterus.
All right then. Well then I'll let you lay down. Usually I don't allow people to lay down, but you got a good
Okay.
excuse. All right, Mr. Williams, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're here on a change of status. Prior to beginning, I wanted the court to take judicial notice that the mother is present in court today, and although not served, has been emailed a copy of the petition.
So noted.
Thank you so much, sir. On this case, we have an agreement on all terms except for the mom's child support and medical support. But at this time, I'd like to read the agreed portions into the record. Parties agree that the dependent child went to live with the father in October of 2024. I'd like the court to take judicial notice of the prior order that was signed November 30th, 2021.
So noted.
Under that prior order, the father was ordered to pay $100 in medical support and $600 in current child support beginning August 1st, 2021. There's been no family violence over the past 2 years, and neither party is requesting a non-disclosure. Parties agreed to a joint managed conservatorship. Parties agreed that the father should be able to determine the primary residence in Dallas or contiguous counties, as the mom currently lives in Spring, Texas. Parties agreed for a standard possession order with the 100 miles condition, with mom to pick up and drop off at dad's residence in Dallas. Parties agreed that the dad carry health and dental insurance for the child through his employer. Parties agree that costs him $200 per month for the cost of the dependent child. Parties agree that the mother is currently unemployed but is currently enrolled in school. Parties agree the mother has one other child and receives Social Security survivor benefits for that child since the father passed away. So we didn't consider that when calculating the support for mom. Parties agree that the minimum wage, that we use minimum wage today to calculate support. The gross monthly amount is $1,256.67, and the net is $1,102.87. Parties agree that after calculating possession credits for October 2024 to now, that the father's arrears are as follows. Parties agree that the child support arrears are $0 as of May 28, 2025. Parties agree that the medical support arrears are $100 as of May 28, 2025. And that is the extent of the agreements. The main disagreement, Your Honor, is going to be the guideline support set on based on minimum wage. At this time, I'd like to call the parties to confirm those agreements.
Okay.
At this time, thank you, sir. At this time, I'd like to call the father. Sir, can I get you to state your full name for the record?
Artist McCree.
Thank you so much, sir. And can you give me the names and ages of the children we're here for today?
14.
And the name, please.
Anaja McCree.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, earlier I read a few agreements into the record. Did you hear those agreements?
Agree.
No, did you hear them though?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, are those still your agreements?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you believe those agreements are in the best interest of your child?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. And are you asking the court to accept those agreements?
Yes, I do.
Okay, now I want to talk about the contested issues, which is essentially the guideline support based on minimum wage for the mom. Based on guideline support for minimum wage, we're asking that medical support be set at $57 per month and child support set at $193, both starting June 1st, 2025. Would you be in agreement or disagreement with that?
Agree.
Thank you so much, sir. Is there anything else? I believe that may be all the questions I have for you at this time, sir. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the court about your case?
No, sir. That's it.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. McCrea. I'm going to pass this witness, Your Honor. I'd like to call the mother at this time.
Go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Can I get you to state your, sir? Thank you, sir. Ma'am,
Yes,
can I
sir.
state your full name
Thank
for the
you.
record?
name is Carrie Andrews.
Take a breath. Take a breath, Ms. Williams.
Yes, sir. I'm running through, Judge.
Yeah.
Ms. Andrews, thank you so much for stating your name for the record. Now, initially, when we began, I read some agreements out into the record. Did you hear those agreements, Ms. Andrews?
Yes, I have a question about one though.
Okay, before we go forward, I want to see if you agreed to what we asked for before, but if you don't agree to one, which one did you not agree with?
About picking my daughter up at her residence at his house.
Oh, you're in disagreement for the
Yeah.
exchange location, is that correct? So aside from that, though, all the other things that I read as far as the agreements between the two of you, would you still say that those are your agreements this morning?
The child support, I'm currently not working. I only get survivor's benefits for my 9-year-old daughter.
Yes, ma'am. Right. The child support and the medical support are not agreed. I'm saying the things that I read initially
I'm
that
sorry.
were agreed. No,
I'm
you
sorry.
okay, Ms. Andres? Take your time. Do you still agree to the portions that I initially read out that were your agreements between yourself and the father?
Yes,
Okay. Are you asking the court to accept those agreements?
yes,
And do you believe they're in the best interest of your child?
yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I would like to move on to the portions that you did not agree with. Okay, Ms. Andres?
Mhm.
The state is requesting that guideline support be set today based on minimum wage. And we're asking that the medical support be set at $57 per month and the current child support to be set at $193 per month, both starting June 1st, 2025. Would you be in agreement or disagreement with that?
Disagreement.
And could you now, do you disagree with both numbers or one number of both medical support and child support?
Just one number. Child support.
And so
For the
you're in
co-
agreement for the medical support to be $57 per month,
Yes.
is that correct? And how, just to confirm, how is the child currently covered under health insurance?
I think she's under her dad. She had Medicaid, but when she went to live with him, apparently he got private insurance, I think.
Okay. So based on the minimum wage amount, we're asking that you reimburse father for the cost of what he pays, but we're only asking that you reimburse at $57 per month. Would you be in agreement to that?
Okay.
Thank you so much. And as far as the child support, you said you disagree with that. We're asking that it be set at $193 per month. Would you be in agreement or disagreement with that?
Disagreement.
Okay. And could you explain to the court why you disagree?
Like I said, I'm not working. I'm in school. I have another
Yes, ma'am.
child to care for, and I only get a SSI check for her at the time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I understand. Now, support is most likely going to have to be ordered. Is there a certain
Yeah.
amount you feel that you can afford? If it's not 193, how much would you like child support to be set at today?
$100 for the time being.
100 for now?
Yeah.
Okay. And you understand that will be going against the guideline support, which means we wouldn't necessarily be able to come back and readdress your case over the 3-year time period like normal. Would you be in agreement still, even though that may be the case?
What was that?
So if we go against guidelines, because guidelines is asking for 193. So if we were to grant the amount that you're asking for, we're going against the guideline support amount. When we do that, a case is typically eligible for review every 3 years. But if we go against guideline support, you lose that 3 years, and it has to be a material and substantial change to change it again. So just to confirm, if you do this now, you understand that we can't change it again unless something extreme happens between now and the next 3 years.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've agreed to let her finish her high school with her daddy because I don't want to keep moving her in and out. But it was supposed to be a temporary thing, but obviously she likes her school and she likes what she's doing. So, I mean, whatever I have to do, I'm just tired coming to court. I come to court every year since my daughter was a baby.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm tired.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. Just to confirm, the state is asking for 193, but you're asking that child support be set at $100 even. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell the court about your case?
I don't communicate with the father at all. And I don't want to communicate. Is there a way I can communicate with other people besides him? I communicate with my daughter on her phone because my mom pays her phone bill, and that's about it.
So when we first started out, you said that or when the agreements, there was an agreement that there was no family violence and an agreement that there was no non-disclosure. Are you having safety concerns
No,
or with the
it's
father
no
having access?
it's no family violence. It's none of that. But he always come up with something. He's been taking me to court, like I said, every other year since my child's been born. He's made false allegations against my family.
Objection, non-responsive.
Sustained.
Ma'am, just real briefly.
I'm sorry.
Would you be okay with the two of you being required to communicate over an app, a third-party app called AppClose that you download to your phone? That way, it's not a direct communication via text or phone. It's literally through the app, and you have a record of all the communication in case you have to use it in the future. Would you be okay with using AppClose?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'll go ahead and add that as well. Is there anything else you would like to tell the case regarding your case, ma'am? I mean, anything else you'd like to tell the court regarding your case?
No.
Okay. Thank you so much. Your Honor, this time I'd like to pass this witness.
Okay, the parts y'all agreed to, those are fine. I don't think we need AppClose to communicate. Y'all have an older child, I should say, and the child needs to be a child. The child doesn't need to be involved with y'all's adult decisions or adult requests. Y'all need to figure out a way to communicate with each other. You shouldn't have to communicate through an app. There's been no family violence. You have to be able to communicate better than you have. It sounds like you're communicating somewhat. Just need to improve that. That should have happened a long time ago. But y'all are going to be joint managed conservators. Y'all need to work on talking to each other, not making the child be an adult. Let the child be a child. All right, so I'm not ordering AppClose. Child support has to be paid. I understand you're having some recent medical issues, but I can't stop child support because you're in school. It's too late now. You got to pay child support. Child support of $193 a month is not a lot of money. That's barely going to help Mr. McCray at all. So I can't set it at any lower amount. It really should be much higher. When you're able to, you're gonna need to get to work at least to make the $193 and the $57 payments each and every month. I understand the next, maybe recent, in the near future, maybe you have some medical issues, but this is not going to be forever. So as soon as you are able to work and on your feet, you got to make payments. The $193 and the $57. All right. The child support, court costs bill to the mother. The Attorney General's office will put that on in writing, and then I'll sign off on that, and they'll send out a copy to y'all. Y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. And with that, we call it a night, but we'll be back tomorrow during the daytime. It'll be 10 a.m. Pacific, 10, 11, 12, 1. Oh, taking the old week on a case time slot. That's right, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. East. We'll be watching a case. Don't you worry, it's going to be great. I hope that you'll be there. Thank you so much for being here tonight with me, hanging out, hitting that leaderboard, figuring it out with us. You know, we're all learning together. I really appreciate it. I'm sure somebody's live. I can't be bothered to set it up to redirect, but you can go there. Go there, be merry, have a good time. Probably, who is it, calling KTZ? But I am off to make dinner. Can you believe that lady appeared from court saying she was tired of court and then she yawned? She yawned. MB, the crown is going to be mine. Love you. Thank you guys all so much for your support. As usual, don't worry, this month is not over. We're gonna make the most of it together. I promise you that. Anyways, do me a favor. Remember that I love you and I'm proud of you, and I will see you in the next video.
Always down and ready to ride.